Have you ever been so caught up in the hustle of life that you hit ignore on a call from someone you love? Thinking, I'll call them back later? I want to share a story about a woman named Sophie, and it's a story that might just change the way you see your own busy life. Sophie lived in Birmingham, climbing the corporate ladder with fierce determination. Her calendar was a fortress of meetings, deadlines, and networking events. Her phone was constantly buzzing, but most of the time, when Grandma flashed on the screen, she'd silence it. I'm just too busy, she'd tell herself. I'll call her this weekend. But the weekend would come and go, swallowed by more work, more errands, more important things. Her grandmother was a quiet woman who lived a simple life. Her world revolved around her small garden, her cat, and the worn-out armchair by the window where she'd sit for hours, knitting colorful scarves and sweaters. Every time Sophie did visit, her grandma would look up from her knitting, her eyes filled with a love that asked for nothing in return. She'd always say, "Just hearing your voice is enough, dear." Sophie would smile. Give her a quick hug, and then her mind would already be back in Birmingham, thinking about the next project, the next promotion. Then, one Tuesday afternoon, Sophie got a different kind of call, the kind you can't ignore, the kind that stops the world from spinning. Her grandmother was gone. The funeral was a blur. Sophie returned to her grandmother's quiet house afterward, the air thick with memories. Everything was just as she had left it. The half-finished cup of tea on the kitchen counter, the well-loved books on the shelf. And there, by the window, was the armchair. But it was empty. The knitting basket sat beside it, a half-finished blue scarf still on the needles, as if waiting for hands that would never return. The silence in that room was deafening. It was heavier than any boardroom meeting, more profound than any corporate report. Sophie sank into the empty chair, the fabric still holding the faint scent of her grandmother's lavender perfume. For the first time in years, she wasn't thinking about work. She was thinking about all the missed calls, all the "I'm too busy" excuses, all the moments she could never get back. Tucked inside the knitting basket, underneath a ball of yarn, was an envelope with "For my Sophie" written in familiar, shaky handwriting. With trembling fingers, she opened it. The letter was short. It read, "My dearest Sophie, I have watched you build such an impressive life, and I am so incredibly proud of the woman you've become. But my darling, remember this old woman's words. Success is a wonderful thing, but it means nothing if, at the top of the ladder, you find you're standing all alone. Don't forget the people who love you. They are the real treasures. All my love, Grandma." Those words hit Sophie harder than any failure she'd ever experienced at work. She looked at the empty chair, at the silent house, and finally understood. She had been chasing a version of success that was hollow. She had been collecting achievements while letting her most valuable relationships wither. That day was a turning point. Sophie didn't quit her job, but she changed how she lived. She started leaving work on time. She drove to see her parents every other weekend, not out of obligation, but because she genuinely wanted to. She reconnected with old friends, went for long walks, and even started volunteering at a local community center, teaching kids how to knit, using the very needles her grandmother had left behind. She discovered a different kind of richness, one that didn't show up on a bank statement. It was the richness of shared laughter, of being there for someone, of knowing you are loved. She learned that true fulfillment wasn't about having it all, but about appreciating what you have, especially the people who make your life mean something. The story of Sophie and her grandmother's empty chair is a powerful reminder for all of us. We all get busy. We all have ambitions. But don't let your pursuit of success blind you to the quiet, constant love that's right there, waiting for you. The most important things in life aren't things at all. They're the people, the connections, the moments. Don't wait until all you have left is an empty chair to realize it. Pick up the phone. Make the visit. Tell them you love them. Do it today. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that explores what truly matters in life. See you next time.